Furious Britons have slammed Remainer claims the current shortage of HGV drivers is solely down to Brexit. Their anger was sparked after numerous Europhiles, including former Labour Minister Lord Adonis, put the blame squarely on the UK leaving the EU. This narrow-minded assessment of a complicated issue was instantly shot down by Express.co.uk readers, who rightly pointed out there were a myriad of reasons behind the shortage. One said, "It isn't the fault of Brexit, it is the poor wages and treatment of drivers by management that is the main issue irrespective of which part of the EU or UK you come from." They added, "There have been 3 jobs in my locality for HGV Class 1 drivers and they are paying £1 more than the national minimum wage. Is it any wonder they haven't been filled in the 7 months they have been advertised?" Another said, "Not rantings, the truth." A third wrote, "Truck drivers transport 20 tons of goods at a time. If we doubled their wages, the effect on the price on your weekly shop would be a few pence at most." Claims about spiraling prices if fruit, veg pickers and truck drivers were paid decent wages are typical Remain nonsense that ignores basic maths. Meanwhile a fourth said, "The real reason is that workers deserve more pay for the job they do. Cheap EU labour undermined our skilled workers, thereby creating profits for the bosses. That is the real reason for Remainers. They wish to enslave us to cheap rates of work." Their views were supported by independent economist Julian Jessup, who branded comments from Remainers misleading. He told Express.co.uk, "There are many reasons for the shortages of HGV drivers, with Brexit only playing a small part. The main factors are due to COVID, including a big fall in the number of driving tests, international travel restrictions and of course the pandemic." Mr. Jessup, who said Brexit was being made a scapegoat, added, "New tax rules known as IR35 have also raised the cost of agency drivers. And many other countries, including in the rest of Europe, are struggling with a lack of drives as their economies rebound." Nevertheless, Mr. Jessup acknowledged the lack of EU workers to be one of the main reasons for a shortage of staff in the poultry industry. He said, "The government should relax the rules to make it easier for this sector to recruit from overseas." Speaking to Express.co.uk earlier this month, a spokeswoman for the Road Haulage Association made no reference to Brexit. She said, "Right now we have a shortage of approximately 100,000 truck drivers. This, in addition to the effects of the pandemic, means that supermarket shelves are not being refilled. Food distributors and manufacturers are struggling to cope with demand as the drivers needed to get the goods to the retailers just aren't there.